We're inside our home in the Danforth area that we've been passionately working on for the past 2 years.
As you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, we're working on the final touches, but we just wanted to give you a tour inside before we move in. While we're out here, I wanted to explain a few of our design choices. We really wanted to have a mix of traditional and modern.
We decided to go with the traditional windows for a more timeless look, and we feel like the windows along with the wood accents really warm up the modern precast concrete.
So before we go in, Alana designed this front door and Ruscan Doors built it for us. They told us they've never built a door like this before.
The herringbone design actually continues into the front foyer with the tiles, and I really love this black pole bar. I feel like it adds a lot more character to the house. But come on in.
So one of the first things we want to point out, which will be a common theme throughout, is that we use built-ins to save on space and maximize closet space. So for example, here, if we built out a wall and had a bulky door, it would really eat into the foyer over here. And this is where our dining table, oh, wait, sorry, somebody is here.
Mazda.
Yeah, oh, Mazda. So Alana designed the house, and Mazda is the one that built it for us. Anyway, what's up?
I have your occupancy permit.
Oh, amazing.
You guys can move in, finally.
Sweet, thank you.
Problem.
Sorry, getting back to the dining area over here. So one thing we wanted to do is choose a dining table first before we figure out what light goes on in here.
My plan is to do a web of cascading lights in the dining room.
One of the things that you'll notice is that the flooring continues right through the main floor, including the powder room and the kitchen.
We went for a raw, natural look. Here is a close-up of the wide planks. We love all the character and natural imperfections in the wood.
And the powder room is here. We miscalculated for the height of the faucet, so we had to rip out 2 tiles to increase the height.
One of the things we learned here is when you increase the complexity of any design, you definitely increase the chances of mistakes. But we'll show you this once the house is complete in our next home tour when everything is furnished.
Alana, since you designed this entire kitchen, do you want to show them around?
Yeah, so the uppers and lowers are contrasted. I went with a minimal modern look for the uppers and a more traditional classic look for the lowers with the single shaker. I really love the soft sage green. I know that dark colors are what's in right now, but I didn't want to tie any features to a specific time period because I feel like that's when things get dated very quickly. But what I did do is things that are easily replaceable, I went with more popular choices, like these slim square gold handles that really tie in with the gold faucet and light fixtures. Our cabinetry space works really well. We have our garbage bins here, we have a spice rack here beside our stove. Our dishwasher is paneled so that it blends in, and I really love this tray rack here. Height is so important. Bringing everything to the ceiling really opens up the space. The second you drop something down, it makes the room feel cramped. So even though a lot of this isn't easily accessible, we brought all our built-ins throughout the house straight to the ceiling to really open it up. And this rule of thumb not only goes for cabinetry, it goes for tiles or drapes. Basically, you just want to bring everything up.
The details of the quartz countertop has a lot of warm tones in it to tie in the wood and gold accents. And over here, we were going to do the quartz as the backsplash.
But I just felt like everything was already so clean and crisp and smooth. I definitely wanted to add some texture and some character to the room. So I decided to go with this brick veneer, which flows nicely into the living room. I find when you start breaking rooms up and creating dividing lines, then it really makes the space feel smaller than it really is. So I really love how this flows through to really open up the space.
The way we define the kitchen is the counter ends right where the pantry wall ends, and we decided to opt out of the waterfall on this side to create a more of like a communal space eating area. And if you look on this side, there's the wood backing here to match our accents up there and the gold on the counter. This is a 14-foot pantry wall and we didn't waste any space. So behind here is ductwork, but we created shallow shelves.
For my tea obsession. So
That's right.
when we move in, this is going to be filled with lots of tea and you're all welcome to come for a cup of tea.
So this is the living space. We're planning to put the couch over here, and this is wired for a TV, but when we move in, we're planning to have no TVs in the house.
When we actually lived here before, we had no TV, so it's not a dramatic change for us. However, when the pandemic hit, we ordered a TV based on delivery time. But when we move in, we're definitely gonna go back to pre-pandemic days.
These sliding doors go out to the backyard. As you can see, it's very not finished, but we're planning to have a deck here, grass area for Noah, and then up there will be a fire pit with some chairs sitting around it in a circle.
At the front of the house, we did blinds for a more modern, clean look. And at the back here, we did drapes because this is our family cozy space and I feel like drapes really warm it up.
A couple of things here I wanted to point out. So this is a farmhouse sink, and that's for, you can sweep dust right into the central vacuum system. So you turn it on like this. So you can hear it's pretty loud. Now heading upstairs, we did open risers to give it an open, airy, and modern look and to carry light from the skylight above.
We chose railings that have a minimal classic look, and I really like how the black wrought iron ties in the black features that move throughout our whole house, like the door handles and the windows.
And now, as we walk up the stairs, we put lights into the stringers that act as a really good night light. This is the master bedroom. We opted in for built-in closets here as well. This is Alana's, and that's mine.
And we did drapes to make the space feel really warm and cozy.
And I just wanted to point out this feature right here. We can control the light from each side of the bed, dim them, turn them on and off, so that we can stop playing rock, paper, scissors for who will turn off the light in the room.
We did privacy blinds for the day, and then we did drapes to really warm up the space, and they're also blackout for the night.
This is the master ensuite. It's not done yet because some of the gold fixtures are on back order.
Our design in here was really inspired by our honeymoon in Greece. It had a lot of white stone and the natural rustic look in a lot of the places that we stayed. So I went with this textured natural stone looking countertop. It's actually quartz, and the tiles are unpolished to give it that more natural raw stone look. And then I did wood and gold accents to warm up the space. Ark, what are you most excited about this master ensuite?
So in the shower, we have a steam generator, and this will be a rain shower as well. And these tiles are made to look like wood, and we got them stain matched to match the cabinets of the vanity.
So this is our laundry room, and we brought the herringbone that's in our front foyer back up here for the flooring and the backsplash. So far you've seen gold accents and faucets throughout the house, but a few of the rooms actually have black accents and faucets as well, the laundry room being one of them.
It's really nice to have the laundry on the second floor right by the bedrooms. And there's a really deep sink here. We wanted it to wash our hiking boots and maybe bathe Noah sometimes. And we're planning to put a counter up here for folding, but that will be a DIY project for Alana at a later date. So we have two thermostats in the house, one on the first floor, one on the second floor. Because it's a 3-story house plus the basement, we have two separate zones for better heating and cooling distribution. And there's also the central vac over here. There's one on each floor and the one I showed you in the kitchen.
So this is Noah's washroom. We went with a more playful design in here. We added a bit of color. I tied in the light sage green from the kitchen and brought it up here into the tiles. Just like in our master, the gold shower kits are on back order, but we'll show you this once it's complete.
We're inside Noah's room right now. It has 10-foot ceilings because the third floor is recessed, so there's nothing above here.
It's actually perfect for our climbing wall because we have a little monkey on our hands.
It also has built-ins over here. And these windows have two cassettes inside the blinds. One is a privacy screen and the other one is a blackout screen. We're walking up to the third floor. We have a skylight and window right above the stairs, and there's a lot of light that goes through those open risers. Because we're over the height restriction for the area, the third floor is recessed, and what that allows us to do is to have a balcony over here. This area that you're looking at over here is our future office space. My desk will be here and Alana's there, or vice versa. And these that look like phone jacks are actually Cat 6 plugs so that we can have fast internet everywhere. A cool thing that I wanted to point out here is that we separated the electrical so that if we wanted to turn this into a fourth bedroom, we would just add a door over here and a closet over here. And because it's separated, we don't have to touch the electrical.
That was my idea. I followed the same design as I did in the master, but where the master is light, this washroom is dark. With darker wood tones as well as darker tiles, I think it works well in here since we have the skylight that brings in a lot of natural light. I love the black tile. Again, I decided to do an unpolished textured natural stone look with the warm wood to warm it up. And lastly, we went with a black matte finished countertop for the vanity here to match the unpolished look of the tiles.
This is the guest bedroom. It also has built-ins. And one more thing I wanted to mention here is you can see the ARIA vents. We have them throughout the whole house.
For that modern look.
Yeah.
Let's head down to the basement.
So we're down in the basement. This is the big open area that will be Noah's play area.
Or he's gonna cause lots of destruction.
And climb the pickler triangle that you built for him. We have some additional storage under here. This is under the stairs. And this is the furnace room in here. And in the back of the house, this is actually supposed to be a bedroom, but we purposely didn't put in a closet so that we can use it as a gym. And as you can see, we already started to do so. And if we ever want to turn it into a bedroom, super easy, we'll just do another built-in here.
And right beside the gym is this basement washroom. I followed the same look we did in Noah's room with the tiles, but instead I did a soft rose color and some black accents. Thank you for joining us on this tour of our home.
If you've gotten this far, please be sure to subscribe. We have another video coming for you as soon as we furnish our home, and a third video of our entire building process.
We'll see you soon.